Today, we're touching on a topic that's as intriguing as it is sensitive. Ever wondered what might hint at an older woman's history? We're going to break down 6 signs that could suggest she's had many sexual partners. Whether it's out of curiosity or for deeper understanding, these signs might just give you the insight you're looking for. 1. Unfazed by sexual conversations. One of the most telling signs that an older woman may have a considerable amount of sexual experience is her composure and ease during conversations about sex. When a woman is unfazed by discussions about sexual experiences, preferences, or desires, it shows that she's comfortable with the subject matter and has a healthy, positive relationship with her sexuality. This comfort level can suggest that she's had plenty of experience in this area. Unlike someone who might be more reserved or uneasy when the topic of sex arises, a woman with considerable experience will often engage in these conversations with confidence and without hesitation. She might discuss her preferences, past experiences, or general thoughts on sex in a way that feels natural and unforced. This openness is usually accompanied by a sense of empowerment, as she likely views sex as a normal, healthy part of life rather than a taboo or uncomfortable subject. Her approach to sexual conversations also tends to be mature and straightforward. She's not likely to giggle or shy away from explicit topics. Instead, she might share insights or opinions that reflect her understanding and acceptance of sex as a significant aspect of human relationships. This doesn't necessarily mean she's boastful or overt. Rather, she talks about sex with the same ease she might discuss any other life experience, signaling her comfort and confidence. 2. Confident in seduction. Confidence in the art of seduction is another significant sign that an older woman may have a considerable amount of sexual experience. A woman who is skilled in flirting and seduction typically exudes a certain level of self-assuredness that comes from practice and familiarity with the dynamics of attraction. This confidence is not just about knowing what to say or do, it's about understanding how to read the room, gauge interest, and make subtle yet effective moves that draw someone in. A woman who is confident in seduction doesn't rely on overt gestures or obvious tactics. Instead, she employs a more nuanced approach, using body language, eye contact, and carefully chosen words to create a sense of intrigue and desire. She might lightly touch your arm during conversation, hold your gaze a little longer than usual, or smile in a way that's both inviting and mysterious. These gestures, though seemingly simple, are often executed with precision and purpose, suggesting that she knows exactly how to build sexual tension. Her ability to seduce with ease also reflects her understanding of the psychological aspects of attraction. She's likely aware of how to balance being assertive with maintaining a sense of allure, never coming across as desperate or overly eager. This balance is key in making her advances feel natural and effortless, which can be incredibly appealing. Her experience allows her to flirt in a way that feels genuine and engaging, rather than forced or awkward. Her confidence in seduction often extends to how she carries herself. She might have a particular way of walking, talking, or even dressing that subtly highlights her best features without being too obvious. This level of poise and control is often a result of having navigated many steamy interactions in the past. 3. Quick to set boundaries. Setting boundaries quickly and effectively is a skill that typically comes with time and experience. A woman who has had numerous encounters or relationships knows the importance of defining her personal space, both emotionally and physically. She understands that clear boundaries are essential for maintaining respect, comfort, and mutual understanding in any interaction, especially when it comes to matters of intimacy. Her approach to setting boundaries is usually straightforward and unapologetic. She won't dance around the subject or avoid confrontation. Instead, she'll clearly articulate what she's comfortable with and what she isn't. This might involve telling you early on what her expectations are in terms of communication, physical affection, or the pace at which the relationship progresses. By doing so, she ensures that both parties are on the same page and that there are no misunderstandings or unmet expectations. This ability to set boundaries is also a sign of her confidence in her own worth. She's likely experienced enough to know that she doesn't need to compromise her values or desires to please someone else. Instead, she prioritizes her own comfort and well-being, understanding that a relationship is healthiest when both partners feel respected and understood. This self-assuredness is often a result of past experiences where she may have learned the hard way about the importance of boundaries. She knows what she wants out of a relationship or encounter and is clear about what she's not willing to tolerate. This clarity can be very attractive, as it shows that she's confident, self-aware, and not afraid to take control of her own life and relationships. 4. Knows how to please her partner. An older woman who knows how to please her partner often displays a level of skill and confidence that suggests she has considerable sexual experience. This ability doesn't just refer to physical techniques in bed, but also encompasses her understanding of how to create a fulfilling and satisfying experience for both herself and her partner. This level of awareness and attentiveness typically comes from having learned what works through a variety of past experiences. One of the key indicators of this experience is her attentiveness to her partner's needs. A woman who knows how to please her partner is usually very in tune with their responses and cues, adjusting her approach to maximize pleasure for both parties. This might involve being sensitive to what turns her partner on, knowing when to be more assertive or when to be more tender, and being willing to explore and try new things that enhance the experience. Her ability to read and respond to her partner's needs often creates a more intense and connected experience. This skill in pleasing a partner is often complemented by her ability to create an atmosphere that fosters intimacy and connection. Whether it's through setting the right mood, being emotionally present, or simply showing genuine enthusiasm and affection, she knows how to make her partner feel valued and desired. This holistic approach to intimacy, where the emotional, physical, and mental aspects are all considered, often leads to a deeply satisfying experience for both of you. 5. Aware of her own desires. An older woman who is acutely aware of her own desires is often someone who has accumulated significant sexual experience over the years. This awareness is not something that typically comes without exploration and self-discovery, both of which are likely to have occurred through various relationships and encounters. When a woman knows exactly what she likes and dislikes in bed, it reflects a deep understanding of her own body and sexual preferences, which is often developed over time. This self-awareness manifests in several ways. First, she's likely to be very clear and direct about what she enjoys during intimate moments. There's no hesitation or awkwardness in expressing her desires because she's confident in what brings her pleasure. Whether it's a specific technique, a certain kind of touch, or a particular pace, she's comfortable guiding her partner and making suggestions that enhance the experience for both of them. This clarity not only improves the physical aspect of the relationship, but also fosters better communication and connection. Her understanding of her desires often leads to a more fulfilling sexual experience. Because she knows what she likes, she's better able to ensure that her needs are met, which in turn makes her more satisfied and content. This satisfaction often translates into a more enthusiastic and engaged partner, as she's able to fully immerse herself in the moment without the distraction of unfulfilled desires. Her ability to communicate her preferences clearly can also lead to a more open and exploratory sexual relationship, where both partners feel free to express and pursue their desires. Another aspect of this self-awareness is her ability to set boundaries around what she doesn't enjoy. A woman with significant sexual experience is usually very clear about what she's not interested in or what doesn't work for her. This clarity helps to avoid misunderstandings or discomfort during intimate moments, as both partners are on the same page about what's off limits. It's a sign of her confidence and maturity, as she's not willing to compromise on her comfort or pleasure. 6. Maintains emotional detachment in sex. One of the more nuanced signs that an older woman may have a lot of sexual experience is her ability to maintain emotional detachment during sex. This doesn't necessarily mean she's cold or unfeeling. Rather, it suggests that she's learned how to compartmentalize sex and emotions, treating them as distinct experiences that don't always have to be intertwined. This emotional detachment is often a sign of maturity and experience. She may have learned from past relationships that not every sexual encounter needs to be emotionally charged or lead to something more. She's simply selective about when and with whom she allows herself to become emotionally vulnerable. This ability to separate sex from emotions can give her a sense of control over her relationships, allowing her to navigate intimacy on her own terms. This detachment can be particularly appealing if she's looking for a more casual or purely physical relationship, as it allows her to engage in intimacy without the emotional baggage. Ready to learn more? Discover the signs that an older woman is undressing you with her eyes, or find out how to build sexual tension. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.